First question, Jorge Castillo. Go ahead, Jorge.
Hey, Dave, we heard that David Price, is under the weather. What can you share with what's happening with him, and will he pitch in these next two games?
Yeah, so I just learned this morning that he didn't feel well. He left Arizona yesterday, and so woke up this morning, didn't feel well. So we felt that either today or tomorrow he was going to pitch. So he's going to pitch tomorrow in a simulated game with Walker. And just talking to him, he feels good about that. And then also Pollock just doesn't feel well. Also said he could have played, but he's going to take 4 bats tomorrow night's game at Dodger Stadium.
With David, AJ's already had COVID, I believe. Is this potentially COVID related or no?
You know what? Right now, I don't know. So the training staff's handling it, but right now the plan is for him to pitch tomorrow.
And what's the plan today for Tony?
So for Tony, it's 5 or 6 innings. And
then after that, I think you guys had Pezos, Vesia, and Jackson listed as probables. Is that the plan?
I don't think if Jackson's going to pitch, but we have Pazos, Vesia potentially, and Barlett. And it's only going to be an 8-inning game.
Okay. And then Buehler, you said Buehler tomorrow in the same game.
Correct. He's going to pitch in a simulated game.
And then he says you guys have Dustin May listed as a starter for Tuesday. Does that mean he's your 5th starter?
We haven't ultimately, he's starting that game on Tuesday, but we just haven't finalized that last piece. We're going to have some conversations tomorrow after that simulated game at 3 o'clock.
And that's 3 o'clock tomorrow, the simulated game at Dodger Stadium?
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
You got it.
Next question, Juan Toribio. Go ahead, Juan.
Hey, Dave, for your 5th starter, do you want to decide it before opening day, or can that carry on for the first couple of?
I think in reality it could carry on, but I think that we'll probably announce it before that point.
Thanks, Dave.
Next question, JP Hornshaw. Go ahead, JP.
Hey, Dave, for the 2 pitchers who are not the 5th starter, do they just go to the bullpen and serve as longmen? What's the plan there?
Not necessarily. I think if you look at who's still in camp, it's not really a long reliever situation. I think that Dennis is a viable option, Scott Alexander viable option, but they're still not going to give us the length as somebody else that might be in the pen.
And as far as who starts game number 5, is the idea there that the 5th starter will carry on or in the rotation, or does the opponent, certain things about the matchup determine who starts that specific game?
I think it just gives us some options, and not to say that it's got to be one way, for any extended period of time. So I think that right now, whoever that 5th starter can be, that first time through, we'll just kind of see how it goes. But I think that having other people built up gives a few more options.
And last question for me: how many roster decisions are still outstanding here in these last couple of days?
I think right now we're looking at 2: a position player and a pitcher.
Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Next question is from Eric Steven. Go ahead, Eric.
Dave, excuse me, Dave. I just looking at the Freeway Series roster you guys have. None of the non-roster guys are listed on there. Are Burns, Soto, Romero, and Berman still available and with you guys?
They are not with us.
So do they get, I guess, reassigned? Is that fair to say, or not yet?
I don't know when that has been finalized. I know that they're not with us, Eric. So that should happen officially. I would assume pretty soon.
So if those guys aren't with you, you only have 13 position players left in camp. Does that mean McKinstry's on the roster?
It's pretty good math, Eric. Really good math.
Thank you, Dave.
You got it.
Next question, Ron Cervenka. Go ahead, Ron.
Yeah, Dave, when Price comes back, is the plan still to put him in the bullpen, or is he still in consideration for starting?
Well, you know, we had him planning on starting tonight, you know, so he's going to pitch tomorrow. And honestly, Ron, you know, obviously you're looking at Gonsolin, May, and David. So we don't have to make that decision, and we're going to have that conversation tomorrow to kind of get some finality.
Great. Thank you.